The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. McFarland running out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, McDonald. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, McDonald. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Another Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, this will be McFarland. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Usually we'll see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These 2 teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth 1st half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Complete.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
Brings up
38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Yard line.
Jackson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this 1st quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 14-14.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. On 1st and 10, McDonald. And that's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. McDonald, he'll air. He's got it with the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Steelers.
Eric Ebron. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Jackson running again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
He may try and run for this. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Jackson now. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson finding Knox there, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
3 yards. And the Memphis first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Brown. Out of bounds just short of midfield.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. He can run for it, and he will. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On the option, it's Jackson. And he's got this down to the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First down, Steamers.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Grady Jarrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's 2nd down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first, this one from 38. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on the double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
At the Steelers' 38-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check back to left, check back. Three. Watch it.
McFarland once more. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And taken right at the 35. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
Third quarter action here on Christmas Day. Hope everyone's having a blessed holiday season. 2nd and 10 right now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 11th touchdown of the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go. And the try for 2 is denied. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's McDonald. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, McDonald. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Again, McFarland. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun. McDonald going for the deep ball. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. From the gun, McDonald, and he's brought down. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it's Jackson. On the crossing route, complete. It's Brown. And all the way down to the 26.
Complete to
And they rattle off a big one. 49 yards.
And a Memphis first down.
We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Will Fuller with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. Going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
On 1st down, McFarland. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Always a pleasure.
Touchdown! Marquise Brown, his 21st touchdown of the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Chuck Clark in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They go play action with McDonald. Going for it all. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again.
Point conversion.
They went empty backfield. All their weapons weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. Here's Jackson to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Will Fuller with touchdown number 20 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
The tackle by Quan Alexander.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And 3 at the 40.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pressure comes, and down he goes. K1 short in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 3rd down, McDonald. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Third down.
On 3rd down, Shields. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Today's final score, Steamers.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.